Our goal is to lose the notion of our body, the time and space that we exist, so that being aware of the matter, we switch into being aware or becoming that consciousness, that energy. Our thoughts are about people, places, things, are the awareness about matter. So when we switch off the thoughts, when we take all the thoughts out, then we're becoming that consciousness, that energy field. So our goal is to empty the mind. And we do this by simply, with our specs removed, close your eyes, cross your fingers into fingers, and place them comfortably in your lap, cross your feet at ankle. So three things we do. Closing eyes, remove specs, close eyes, feet, fingers into fingers, rest the hands comfortably in the hand, in your lap, and cross your feet at ankle. And that is the posture. And then be comfortable in your chair or in your sofa on the floor. Be as comfortable. Spine need not be erect. Make sure there's no, you don't get distracted because you're trying to be in a Padmasana posture. Comfort is important. And then you take this point as a reference in the middle of the eyebrows and observe breath is going in and coming out. Our natural breath, no forceful inhalation, exhalation. Natural breath is going in and coming out. It's very important to remember that we are doing natural breath observation. So by doing so, then we are slowly forgetting about the observing this natural breath itself, the process. And so we go into this empty state of mind. When we are empty, we start experiencing energy because all emptiness is energy. And there may be many experiences of body sensations, movements, mind, visions, any of those. Observe them. Be a witness. Witness means no interpretation, no analysis. Be a witness. In case you think you are actually thinking about your current day, tomorrow, yesterday, 1 month ago, what happened, if you know that you're thinking, then bring your attention back to the breath again. So observing the breath, we get into emptiness, that energy comes in. And then in case you feel you're actually thinking, come back to observe the breath again and then continue the process. This is called breath mindfulness meditation. That's where we spend most of the time. Before that, we're doing something called heart elevation to go into higher, happy, joyous modes in our body. And to do that, automatically it's slowing the brain down to help us go into this meditation more deeply. So follow my guidance in there. The posture is same, eyes closed, feet crossed at ankle, hands instead being here, they come onto the chest. For the first few minutes, we're going to do this. And then I'll say, let's go into breath mindfulness meditation. That time you switch your hands and then place them in your lap comfortably and observe your breath. Relax yourself, dear friends. Sit comfortably. I'm playing music. I'm also guiding. While the music plays, your goal is to observe the breath. And in case you get distracted into thought, continue to come back to observing the breath. Dear friends, keep your hands on your chest area. With your eyes closed, rest your attention on your breath and on your sacred heart. Take a slow, long, relaxing breath. Can you feel your beautiful heart with that breath energy? Breathe more. your sacred heart, which is the seat of all emotions, which is binding, which is expanding all life with its love energy, with its gratitude energy. Can you feel the love, the gratitude inside your beautiful heart? Relive a moment from your life of love, of gratitude. Can you feel more of that love energy? Of that gratitude energy? And allow to expand your heart center. We're all connected. Deep inside, we are specks of energy, connected with each other. Yet we are here for our own experience of life. Our experiences are multiplied more and more as we become one with everything and everybody more and more. That is the nature of the reality. Love, gratitude, compassion, appreciation, adventure are all the way to become one with everybody again. Feel the love energy inside the beautiful heart, and radiate that energy onto every corner of this planet Earth. Where your attention goes, there the energy flows, dear friend. Friends, let's go into breath mindfulness meditation with your fingers into fingers. Rest your hands comfortably in your lap. And observe your normal, natural in-breath and the out-breath. With your eyes closed, fingers into fingers, rest your hands comfortably in your lap. And observe your normal, natural in-breath and the out-breath in this meditation. Be with your breath. Become one with that in-breath and the out-breath. Our initial goal of this meditation, dear friends, is to empty our mind of all thoughts. And slowly we merge into that emptiness. That we really are. Be with your breath. And as you are with the breath, notice your breath may be getting lighter. Allow yourself to be with the lighter and shallow in-breath and the out-breath, dear friends. It is natural to have thoughts, but when you recognize, come back to gently observing your breath. As you observe the breath, allow yourself to slowly and slowly become empty of all thoughts in your mind. And as the mind is becoming empty, can you feel that emptiness inside your body? Can you feel any sensations in your body as you are becoming one with your breath? Become one with your breath and allow yourself to become totally empty of all thoughts in your mind. As your mind is empty, observe any sensations in your body. Everything that happens in meditation is absolutely safe. As we withdraw our attention from all the thoughts, we're withdrawing our observation of the matter, our body and our life. And we start experiencing that emptiness and energy in many, many ways. As you are becoming one with your breath, can you feel that emptiness inside your body? Can you sense energies in any part of your body? Every time you recognize you are with your body, you are with your life, I want you to gently go back to observing your breath and allow yourself to slowly become empty of all thoughts. And as you are merging into your breath, can you become aware of the emptiness inside you, all around your body, occupying your room, the more you let go, the more you can become one with that emptiness inside you, all around you. Allow yourself to go into the infinite depths of that emptiness, spreading far and wide, beyond your room, into the edges of this universe. We are less matter and more emptiness and energy. Stay aware of that emptiness where there is no body, where there is no thing, where there's no place and no time. Become aware of that emptiness on your left side. Become aware of that void, that blackness, that emptiness, whatever that may be, on your right side. That's quantum energy field. All emptiness is energy. Connected as a singular field with infinite possibilities and opportunities. Everything we have ever experienced or will experience is here in the form of energy, waiting to happen into a physical reality. longer we stay in this field as no body, as no thing, the more possibilities we receive into our life. Stay aware of that emptiness. And of that energy. Has no body. Allow yourself to go deeper and deeper into that emptiness inside you, all around you, where everything is connected to everything else. And experience your wholeness again. Receive your divine self. Friends, it's time to express gratitude. Gratitude for living a beautiful life. Can you be grateful to your parents for giving us this intelligent connection to the universe? Be grateful to your teachers and mentors for expanding our wisdom and making us to be what we are today. Be grateful to all your family, your friends, your colleagues, relatives, partners, for being those beautiful mirrors and helping us learn so many things. For everything we are, in most cases, is a reflection into the other. Be grateful to this grand nature, to the places we go, the things we use, our governments, the companies and systems that support us. Be grateful to yourself for caring for you, for caring for others. Be grateful to this intelligent universe or the quantum field for allowing us to experience so much more in this life. Gratitude is the high state of receivership. Relax your body. Feel your body. Relax yourself and let the autonomous nervous system repair the body. And as you relax, recollect your experience from the session. How did you feel? What did you see? And what did you experience? And whenever you're ready, you can keep your hands on your eyes for 5 seconds to circulate the energy back into your body, and then open your eyes. Okay. Hope you enjoyed the session. Yes. So I'm recommending that you go in and see day one and day two of the videos of this playlist. Talking about Sheetal, do you have Anusha? Whatever announcements?
Anusha is here. And we have few announcements, sir. So I would like to announce that.
Go ahead.
So friends, we will be sending out another self-assessment form in the WhatsApp groups. Please take some time to complete that, and that is going to help us and help you as well uh, to move forward in the program. And the another announcement is we are starting a program called Passion. It is like Elevate Your Energy program, 3-day program. So we will be sending the links in the WhatsApp groups. Also, you can go to the website and find the link there, and you can register for that program. It's 3-day program on manifestation, and the another program is called another program we are starting is 3 weeks for youth, and that is also starting in the month of July. You can find all the information in our website buddhaco.org. Please go ahead and then find the links there, and we will be sharing the information in WhatsApp groups as well. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. And before Anusha announces, don't go away. There is something surprise awaiting. We are Emotional Intelligence Week. Our emotions will be soothed forever. So just wait till the end of the program, dear friends. If you are a repeat participant, don't go away. You'll be amazed and emotionally bathed in very shortly. Okay, so is Anusha there? Not there or there, Sheetal?
She was here. I don't find her, sir.
Okay,
So,
no mind.
yeah.
All right, friends. Talking about emotional intelligence, it's important that we understand how our brain is learning, because emotional intelligence is always playing based on our past experiences in the way we deal with people. Our past experiences always are projecting, or in other words, our vibration, our state of being is the energy field around and it is influencing. So if we want to improve relationships, we know that a vibration has to be changed, the field around us has to be changed. That means our past experiences, memories also either need to be removed, or we understand appropriately how our brain is learning to recognize what is the impact that can cause if we say grieve about somebody for a long time, if we shout at somebody deeply with a lot of emotion, a lot of involvement, and then repeat that again. So it's important to understand how our brain is functioning, our brain is learning. And when we understand this, then we start becoming more and more aware. So the science helps us to implement something. Science helps us to implement something more, right? As you understand it more. So this is concept of learning and doing and being. The learning and doing being is a very important concept to know about in understanding relationships, or rather improving relationships, not understand relationships. So there are, let me put up a slide. Learning, doing, and being. There are three brain complex. Our brain is divided into three areas. The first one, the peach color one in this brain image, this whole thing here, is the human brain. Only humans possess it. Rarely any animals have it, or if they have, they're very minor. It is the logic, reasoning power. Right, the reasoning power. With this reasoning power is where a human gains self-sacrifice capability. An animal is more self-preservation. It works on instinct, whereas humans work on reasoning, and so they have the ability to self-sacrifice. Everything is for an experience. So we have this brain, which is this logical brain, abstract thought, creation, reasoning, and all that. It's also called the learning brain, a thinking brain. We create more. We create more, unlike other kingdoms, animal kingdom, and all of them, they just are there. Whereas this human kingdom can create more, and that comes with thought. Thoughts create reality, right? Thoughts create experiences. So learning thinking brain is vastly developed, big one. Look at the size of it compared to the other two brains which are inside. So this is the vertebra stem, and then this is the another brain here, which is this yellow color. So the limbic system, the second brain is a limbic brain. Emotions and long-term memory primarily is here. It's called subconscious. The top one is a conscious mind. This is subconscious mind, where emotions, long-term memory is here. Emotional imprints are here. If you had gone through a terrible traumatic experience, say in the very early childhood, it's recorded here deeply. If you had suddenly got recognized significantly, you got a great reward, it's recorded here quite well here, recorded here. All our memories, long-term, emotionally embraced memories are here in the second brain, conscious brain, the subconscious mind. Third one is this reptile brain, which is attached to the brain's vertebra stem, is the unconscious mind, or the survival, reproduction, takes care of the body naturally, the intelligent part. It automatically, it's working, it is autonomous, it is working automatically, autopilot mode. So our body has a sympathetic and parasympathetic systems and nerve systems. This is the one which is controlling and regulating. There is something called pineal gland right there, which is regulating all the body functions. Sorry, the pituitary gland, which is out there, is regulating all the body functions. So the three brains, one is the learning brain, doing brain, and being brain. Conscious mind, subconscious mind, unconscious mind. Learning is precursory to experience, because then you have thought, then you can reason the thought, and then when you reason the information, then you can go and then seek an experience of any kind from there, right? With your visualization. High or low depends on your reasoning ability. So whatever we initially learning is coming through into this thinking brain. It comes through that through external sensory perceptions are hooked into that thinking brain because there are different parts of it: auditory, visual, spatial, all of that. And so the sensory perceptions are activated, and so through that we receive into this learning thinking brain, and from there it goes, and then depending on what input we receive, external stimuli we receive, it goes and pulls the memories. It pulls the memories suddenly from this subconscious mind relating to it, because it tries to understand, it tries to do something with it, so it pulls them a subconscious memory. If it is a event that has happened in the childhood and then you are experiencing anything related, then suddenly it goes back and then pulls that memory, and then so then you have a different color to it suddenly. If you've been very significantly been yelled at, shouted by your parents or no family all through the childhood, and then now you see something similar happening as you go passing by on the road, and then you see a parent shouting at a child, significantly beating, suddenly it goes back and then revokes those memories of the past. And then we already would have made a judgment based on the past condition that all adults are cannot be relied, they're bad, they don't know, they do not give freedom, or I cannot ever trust my parents or my family because family is always taking me for granted and then pushing me down. So these judgments are there. Immediately the judgments come out. Immediately the judgments come out because the memory is pulled out. So along with it comes the judgment, which is part of your ego self, which is living in the being brain. So the judgments come, and naturally we are producing a certain level of vibration energy towards the people. With that judgment comes there a whole sort of energy, the lower form of energy. So now this learning thinking brain, I want to go a little deeper to one more step to understand how is this that from conscious to subconscious and how is it getting recorded, right? So this thing called how is the brain learning? So brain is full of neural networks, 100 billion neurons. There's various numbers are there. Some say 60 to 100 billion neurons. Each neuron is, when it connects with another neuron, forms memory. Each neuron, when it connects with another neuron, then you have memory there, right? So each neuron is connecting with another neuron in many, many ways, up to 100,000 connections. So they're all so tiny, but there is so much of intelligence built into them. So these neurons are connecting to each other together. Whenever we are learning something, you're listening to me, you are forming significant amount of neural connections, millions, because the capacity there is significant, trillions and trillions of capacity there. So we form several neural connections as you learn this subject. So every time you repeat something, it becomes stronger. Every time you recollect it, it becomes stronger. Every time you go in and listen this subject again a second time through a different model, those connections again fired, because whenever you recollect, all these neurons are fired. Fired means the neurons connect to each other like this gap here. It's called synaptic gap. So there is a small electric pulse that goes from one to the other. Everything is the electric pulse goes to one to the other. So that is the definition of the data information, 1 or 0 in scientific language. The bits are stored there, 1 or 0, so with an electric pulse. And so every time you recollect something, the neural circuits are fired back again. And so every time they fire, they're forming more connections around it. More connections are formed. So either recollect, or you learn something new related to it, or you repeat it, rehearse it. All of this making that information, that thing stronger and stronger. The more stronger it goes, it is becoming long-term memory. So learning is new connection. Now, when you store it as text, just text, then it is forming less connections. When you store it as visual, that means like a picture, whatever you learn, then it forms many connections. When you store it with feeling and emotion, it is with many more. Text, if I take, let's say music is divine. This is the word I want to store. Music is divine. When music is divine, right? And then if that's what you're storing, so let's say it only forms 10,000 connections. Music is divine, then I show visually with a picture of, let's say, Lata Mangeshkarji or Balamurali Krishnan or Pandit Ravi Shankar there, right? And Patriji there with the flute or with the sitar or with that, what are the instruments they play, and then you put that, and then you say music is divine, visual. Then suddenly, if we attach a meaning to it, because we see these great mysterios of music, and then say, okay, so we suddenly form a lot many connections. Music is divine. The moment we recognize those pictures, then or suddenly we are able to recollect that information. Music is divine readily, because we're storing a lot many connections. Now, what is 10,000 connections? Music is divine as a text. Now, perhaps let's say it's a million connections now, because so many images with the context stored there. Now, let's say music is divine. We actually play something, we experience something where you're actually listening in, you're going in, soaking into it. Then we are storing that not in million connections, we are perhaps going into doing a billion connections in the brain. And it is storing permanently. It is the more connections you use, the more longer it stays. The more, that means the more feelings and emotion you experience, the more longer it stays. Now you have a choice what kind of experience you want to take, because the more feelings and emotion you experience, it stays for that much longer. So let's experience this really. Can we experience music is divine? Just seeing a picture with Lata Mangeshkarji picture versus actually experiencing divine music. And we have some beautiful musicians today, singers today to sing. So let's experience that. Namtha madam. These are gems, meditating young souls. They've been imparting meditation wisdom, but listen to them.
Yes, sir. Good morning, very good evening, dear friends. It gives me great pleasure to introduce these two charismatic sisters. Samhita is a Carnatic classical vocalist and also plays the flute. A scholarship holder, she has performed since her young age at various places. Sorry, sir. Yeah. Good morning, very good evening, dear friends. It gives me great pleasure to introduce the two charismatic sisters, Samhita and Shruti. Samhita is a Carnatic classical vocalist and also plays the flute. A scholarship holder, she has performed since her young age at various places in India. A scholarship holder and a young PSSM member. She is actively involved in teaching meditation to the youth, and she has been meditating since she was 9 and spreading meditation through music. She has also performed for All India Radio since her young age. Shruti is a 17-year-old student and has just passed out of school. She is a singer and a poet. Her work has been published in Times of India and the student edition of the Bombay Review, a New York-based magazine. She too had started meditation at the young age and has been spreading it to the youth through her music. I welcome you.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.
Yes, Samhita and Shruti, we'd like to hear some divine music from you.
Thank you, sir. उड़ जाएगा हंस अकेला उड़ जाएगा, हंस अकेला जग दर्शन का मेला, जग दर्शन का मेला। जैसे पात गिरे तरुवर के, जैसे पात गिरे तरुवर के, मिलना बहुत दुहेला, मिलना बहुत दुहेला। ना जानू किधर गिरेगा, ना जानू किधर गिरेगा, लगया पवन का रेला, उड़ जाएगा हंस अकेला, जग दर्शन का मेला, जग दर्शन का मेला। जब होवे उम्र पूरी, जब छूटेगा हुकुम हुजूरी, जब छूटेगा हुकुम हुजूरी, जम के दूत बड़े मजबूत, जम के दूत बड़े मजबूत, जम से पड़ा झमेला, उड़ जाएगा हंस अकेला, जग दर्शन का मेला, जग दर्शन का मेला। दास कबीर हर के गुण गावे, दास कबीर हर के गुण गावे, बाहर को पारण पावे, बाहर को पारण पावे, गुरु की करनी गुरु जाएगा, गुरु की करनी गुरु जाएगा, चेले की करनी चेला उड़ जाएगा हंस अकेला, जग दर्शन का मेला, जग दर्शन का मेला, उड़ जाएगा हंस अकेला, उड़ जाएगा हंस अकेला, हंस अकेला, हंस अकेला।
Wonderful. You're really bringing Kabir's wisdom here. One more.
अवधूता युगन युगन हम योगी 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 योगी, युगन युगन हम योगी योगी। आवे ना जाए, आवे ना जाए, मिटे ना कबहू कबहू, शब्द अनाहत भोगे अवधूता, युगन युगन हम योगी 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 युगन युगन हम योगी योगी। सब ठोर जमात हमारे जमात हमारे, सब ठोर पर मिला मिला हाँ मिला। सब ठोर जमात हमारे जमात हमारे, सब ठोर पर मिला मिला हाँ मिला। हम सब माय हम सब माय, सब है हम माय हम माय। हम है बहुरी अकेला अवधूता, युगन युगन हम योगी 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 योगी, युगन युगन हम योगी योगी। हम ही सिद्ध समाधि हम है समाधि हम है। हम मौनी हम बोले बोले हाँ बोले। हम ही सिद्ध समाधि हम है समाधि हम है। हम मौनी हम बोले बोले हाँ बोले। रूप स्वरूप रूप स्वरूप आरूप दिखा के हम ही में हम तो खिले अवधूता, युगन युगन हम योगी 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 योगी, युगन युगन हम योगी योगी। गाहे कबीरा जो सुनो भाई साधो सुनो भाई साधो, नाही न कोई इच्छा इच्छा हाँ इच्छा। काहे कबीरा जो सुनो भाई साधो सुनो भाई साधो, नाही न कोई इच्छा इच्छा हाँ इच्छा। अपनी माढ़ी में आप में डोलू डोलू खेलू सहज स्वेच्छा अवधूता, युगन युगन हम योगी 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 योगी, युगन युगन हम योगी 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 योगी, युगन युगन हम योगी yogi. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Wonderful, wonderful. Tell us a little bit about yourself. When did you learn Samhita? When you learn meditation, your meditation
Uh,
experience?
Namaste to one and all. My name is Samhita, and I'm a graduate student, undergraduate student. And I started meditating when I was 9 years old. My parents introduced me to meditation. And since then, I have been meditating and learning music since I was a kid. Music is in our family. So that's how we are into music. And ever since, we have been meditating. Practicing music and also spreading meditation through music to the youth and to everyone else.
Wonderful. What about you, Shruti?
Hello everyone. I'm Shruti. I'm a student. I just passed out of school. Um, my journey was very similar to my sisters. We both started meditating around the same time, and growing up, I think it was high school when I seriously started meditating and understand and like starting my journey there. And since then, we have been working with the uh, PSSM's youth wing, and we have been, spreading meditation in schools and colleges and parks and every opportunity that we can find.
That's great. So both have been gems in their own way, and then creating so much of divinity in us when they sing this Kabir wisdom. And of course, they are very, very versatile in what they can sing. But music is divine. And we heard from this. And when you add this to meditation, it is becoming so, so beautiful. Thank you for joining. And then the parents, your mom and dad. Her mom is a Nagalakshmi madam is again a very senior meditator and sings excellent. She is a senior artist with All India Radio for a long time and many more. And we can see when, of course, when children become meditators, parents do, and then parents become meditators, children do. It's vice versa. So thank you for coming. So dear friends, thank you for coming and then sharing
Thank you
that.
so much for giving us this opportunity.
Thank you so much.
Yes, thank you. That wisdom, that thing, the music is divine. And this is Kabir wisdom. By the way, those who can read Telugu, Patriji has written a book called Kabir the Mahayogi. Kabir the Mahayogi is collected, compiled a few dohas, and then he actually gave the Telugu meaning of that in Telugu is written. But an amazing, amazing wisdom that one must study Kabir wisdom. One must study this, and then it is a pure, pure, pure spiritual science that we are learning. Pure spiritual science. Doing away with the religion, doing away with the dogmas and this and that, but just helping us center into ourselves, right? Center into ourselves. And then some of that is going to be brought into the Hindi very soon as a project by Amulya and Co. And into PMC Hindi, it's going to be there. But coming back and connecting into this understanding that music is divine is a learning. We can learn it as text, or we can learn it with an experience. Now, this experience that we have heard of Kabir wisdom, music is divine. Now we imprint it permanently. We have a billion connections formed with all that beautiful music that they sang, Samhita and Shruti. So anything that we experience, experiential, stays for a long time because we are storing a lot many connections. So the question to ask ourselves is, in our day-to-day life, whatever that we experience, if something is good experience, we repeat it, is great. So then you're projecting that emotion because that experience is trained to this music. When we heard, we are already lifted into a very lovable, joyous, divine emotion. But then if whatever we experience in our day to day, we have an argument with our spouse, or you have a difficult conversation with your boss, whatever that we experience, because everything is going through an experience of feeling and emotion. And then if you go back and relive it, experiencing is fine, but you go back and relive it. And then people are reliving when they relive 50% more by going and then telling a friend, by going and telling a family member, going and telling a colleague about the same thing, and then relive it, and you feel bad about it, you brood over it, you think about it again and again. Then what we are doing, dear friends, is we are strengthening the connection of our memory of that experience, and as a result we increase the vibration of our body of that experience by producing that energy everywhere. So this is the first step in understanding our relationship with the matter, environment, the people, is what experience are we repeating and then rehearsing unknowingly or knowingly. And hence we are producing that vibration. Once we understand that our brain is working this way, that our feelings and emotions are recorded much more deeply than merely visual, than merely text. And then every experience that we're going through about a human relationship is and it deeply has a feeling and memory. So we must be utmost careful. And meditation is that thing which is bringing us that awareness to be careful about what we feed into our brain. Because what goes into the subconscious then becomes the autopilot. It is magically working for us. So it's our choice to fill it up with such things. When you have an altercation or when you have a loss of this or that, how can we shift it? First, we have to be aware that we don't regret or repeat or brood over it. And second, then we fill that space with something else. So go into music like this with Samhita. And Shruti is that music. We go into the music. We have a choice to fill up with that a different thing that makes us go into nature. Nature certainly makes us very broad. Nature makes us, of course, naturally peaceful. It makes us connected. It makes us minuscule to drop ourselves. But we need that awareness to do a different response. And that's what meditation is doing. But I would like us to take away from today's session that in this learning to doing to being, when you repeat something, you slowly do of it, becomes a deeper long-term memory, and then you automatically be of it. You make judgments and then you become of that. So anything you see is always see with that colored lens. There is a color now you put in based on what judgment you have about a person or about a place. And judgment separates us. Judgment does not come, but judgment always is separating us. Combined with meditation, with the awareness of mindful living, we can easily make a wise choice of our past experience to live and not relive, to relive or not relive. It was not a choice before meditation because it is instantaneous, right? Under a second, when we see that child getting beaten by a father, suddenly brings up all the memory, and so we go about making the judgment without really understanding the reality behind whatever that is. I don't know what that is. So thank you very much. We build upon this that what we relive is what is defining us and then defining our relationships. So if we relive a better, higher emotional experiences, we attract better relationships. That judgment that Shreyans Daga has talked about, out of the 7 Essene mirrors, the first one, mirror of present moment awareness. Mirror of present moment. What is going in your mind? The second one, mirror of judgment. These two, mirror of present moment awareness, mirror of judgment. These two combine and then produce most of our relationships. Our emotional intelligence is here in regulating, having a better regulated emotions is emotional intelligence. Those who are those who have better emotional regulation, they are highly successful. A small experiment that is documented, Mind to Matter, they've taken children, two small kids, and they put a nice sneaker chocolate there, and then told them, hey, you wait for 15 minutes, you get a second chocolate without eating. They just put a chocolate, Snickers chocolate, nice bar, right? Very juicy with all that stuff, peanut butter and everything. So now they put that and said, if you can wait for 15 minutes, then you'll get a second one. So out of the two, one waited, another one did not. Then guess what? Now they've done a research around it. After 24 years, they looked at and said that those people who waited for those 15 minutes, that means they had a self-regulation about that emotion, are highly successful later on in their lives. Highly successful in terms of jobs, in terms of settlement, in terms of having a beautiful family, many things. So we're going to understand this more. And meditation is a beautiful tool, bringing us that awareness to regulate our emotion appropriately. Regulate, meaning relieve or live or not. To relieve or not. We experience emotion. There is nothing you can do. We experience it. But relive and not relive is our choice. And which is defining our relationships as we go along, dear friends. Thank you very much. So we will meet back tomorrow to understand this more. And tomorrow, of course, is Enlightenment Hour with Patriji. And so we'll join in that post-meditation, and the whole of week is there to have this broader understanding. Okay, so my request, Jagdish sir, to say a few things about this Kabir Dohas that took us to a different plane.
Thank you. My first dedication to these young ladies. Lalan देखन मैं गया जित देख को तित लाल लाली देखन मैं गया मैं भी हो गई लाल. I hope you understand what I mean. There is this divinity. I went to see this divinity. I became divine myself. Wonderful. Thank you. And of course, I don't have to say that. I know, yes.
Can you give meaning of other dohas, the essence of the dohas that they sang?
Yeah, that's the story. What it says is, Laan and Meri Lal ki, the redness, that is the brightness of my love. That means the divine. Jita dekho dekho. Wherever you say this is this brightness, the redness of divine. Lali dekhan mai gaya. I went to see this divinity. I myself became. Mai bhi hogi la. I myself became. Unfortunately, this doha is missing in the Kabir hall we have. But another beautiful doha that is there in the hall I would like to share. It goes like this. Bura dekhan mai gaya, bura na milwa na koi. Jab man aapan khoja, to mujhse bura na koi paye. What he says is this. When I went to look for evil, this doha is there in the hall. When I went out for looking for evil, I didn't find any evil. When I searched myself within myself, I found there was no evil other than myself. Which goes to say, it comes to emotional intelligence. When you are evil, you have an evil mind, bad mind. Everywhere you see evil yourself. But when you try to look at outside, it's not there. It's all still within us. Just to tell you this, when at school, we had a whole section called Prachin Padya, where we had to study both Kabir, Tulsidas, and Meera. It's very inspirational. There, of course, there was the Adhunik Padya, which was consisted of Maithili Sharan Gop, Harpanchan Bachchan, and all that. But there's a whole section we had to, it remains in me. It's a beautiful spiritual experience people who would go through school. It's wonderful.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Samhita and Shruti, can you sing that to Doha? What's our register? Do you know that?
I'm sorry, sir. We are not aware of this Doha, but definitely we look forward to learning this too.
Okay, thank you.
No problem. Why don't we do one more before we close? Yes?
Yes, sir. Definitely.
Thank you. Yes. When we look outside, it's all there, depending on what color lens you have. So wonderful doha that you brought in, Jagdish sir. What we have, the colored lens is what we see outside.
होशियार रहना रे नगर में चोर आवेगा, जागृत रहना रे नगर में चोर आवेगा। होशियार रहना रे नगर में चोर आवेगा, जागृत रहना रे नगर में चोर आवेगा। हो चोर आवेगा एक दिन, हो चोर आवेगा एक दिन, काल आवेगा। होशियार रहना रे नगर में चोर आवेगा, जागृत रहना रे नगर में चोर आवेगा। हो तीर तोप तलवार न बरछी न बंदूक चलावेगा, तीर तोप तलवार न बरछी न बंदूक चलावेगा। हो आवत जात नजर नहीं आवे, आवत जात नजर नहीं आवे, भीतर घूम घुमावेगा। होशियार रहना रे नगर में चोर आवेगा, जागृत रहना रे नगर में चोर आवेगा। हो घर नहीं तोड़े किला नहीं फोड़े, ना कोई रूप दिखावेगा, घर नहीं तोड़े किला नहीं फोड़े, ना कोई रूप दिखावेगा। हो इस नगर से उसे काम नहीं, इस नगर से उसे काम नहीं, तुझे उठा ले जाएगा। होशियार रहना रे नगर में चोर आवेगा, जागृत रहना रे नगर में चोर आवेगा। काहे कबरिया मुल्क वीराना, कोई नहीं यहाँ अपना, काहे कबरिया मुल्क वीराना, कोई नहीं यहाँ अपना। रे मुट्ठी बांध के आया रे बंदे, मुट्ठी बांध के आया रे बंदे, हाथ पसार के जाएगा। होशियार रहना रे नगर में चोर आवेगा, जागृत रहना रे नगर में चोर आवेगा। होशियार रहना रे नगर में चोर आवेगा, जागृत रहना रे नगर में चोर आवेगा। हो चोर आवेगा, हो चोर आवेगा। Thank you so much.
Just one question. Who is the chore here?
So basically, the chore here is death. So in the last doha, we must have observed that it says, "Muthi bandh ke aaya re bande, haath pasar ke jayega." So as a baby, when we are born, our fist is closed, and when we leave the body, our hands are like these. They are open. So that's what it is predicted and depicted through this bhajan.
Thank you. Wonderful.
Wonderful. I want you to do one more thing. Make everybody sing. Teach us 1 or 2 lines of it.
The last one?
Yeah, last one, 1 or 2 lines that all of us will sing with after you tell us, then we'll sing.
Okay.
Everybody can
Okay.
unmute if you want to join the chorus. You're allowed to unmute. Yes. Only if you have a quiet environment around you. If you're in traffic, please don't unmute. Yes.
Okay, so let's sing the first 2 songs. That is Hoshiyar Rehna, Re Nagar mein Chor Avega. Nagar is this world, Chor is the death. So and it also says the meaning.
It also depicts Maya in a way. It talks about Maya, and it talks about this bhajan. First of all, it talks about how it's no teer top barchi talwar. It's just it's not needed. Nothing of that sort is needed for it to just trap you like that. So that's the meaning of the thing. So we'll sing. We'll sing a few lines.
होशियार रहना रे नगर में चोर आवेगा,
होशियार
नगर में चोर आएगा।
जागृत रहना रे नगर में चोर
आवेगा।
होशियार
सारे जगत में चोर आएगा।
A second. We'll have them sing and then we'll wait. It's also teaching mindfulness. We are aware, but wait till they finish because many of us don't know. So you have to, those of you know, you wait till they finish and then join as a chorus. Okay, please go ahead.
यार रहना रे नगर में चोर आवेगा।
होशियार
नारे जगत में चोर आएगा।
जागृत रहना
नारे
रे
जगत
नगर में
में
चोर
चोर
आवेगा।
आएगा।
होशियार नगर में तो
चोर
आएगा।
आएगा।
All right.
Wow, that is beautiful.
Thank you.
I mean,
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Yes. Thank you, Samhita, Shruti. Wonderful. Thank you all. So we'll explore emotional intelligence. We want to have these memories more and more. Next time, anytime you have any kind of lower emotion, just think of Samhita and Shruti. That's all you need, right? Suddenly, all of this will come back, and then we'll just lift ourselves into higher emotion. Dr. Ashoka Hojaji, how do you like these two gems filling our space?
Thank you very much. I think it has been just fantastic to hear from Samhita and Shruti, and especially these dohas of Kabir take you. I think in the modern world, we are forgetting all these things, but we do badly need it. And every word has got such a meaning that it strikes the chord of your heart and mind. What a devotion. What a divine. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. We all
Thank
God
you.
bless you. Thank you, sir.
Yes. Wonderful. All right. So thank you all. So we'll see you all at 6 a.m. tomorrow. Have a wonderful day. Thank you.
I sing like the birds, I grow like the trees. I choose to live in love. I am joy, I am ease.
Volume.
I sing like the birds, I grow like the trees. I choose to live in love. I am joy, I am ease. I choose no more fear. I choose no more shame. I choose to live in love. I am light, I am grace. I choose no more fear. I choose no more shame. I choose to live in love. I am light, I am grace. I choose no more fear. I choose no more shame. I choose to
Geeta. Thank you, Namita madam.
Softly on this earth, in the light of God's name. Softly on this earth, in the light of God's name.
Thank you, everyone. See you all tomorrow.